While the public's attention is often on the field, off the field, the NFL is going through one of the most strategic periods of the year, the coaching carousel. Veteran coaches and promising young talents are busy with interviews, second rounds, and decisions that could change the entire direction of a franchise. In this scenario, Roberto Saleh, defensive coordinator for the 49ers, emerges as one of the central figures in a long, rigorous, and highly competitive process that involves multiple teams and different management philosophies.
Saleh, the 49ers defensive coordinator, yesterday, they have had a very thorough search. Robert Saleh has been a man who has been very busy, and obviously Baltimore was impressed with Saleh, but they interviewed, I believe, 14 people in their initial round of interviews, and they have been slow and methodical in trying to come to a decision in Baltimore. Robert Saleh actually wound up being called into Tennessee today, where he's competing with Jeff Hafley and Matt Nagy for the Titans head coach vacancy. Those seem to be right now the three finalists for the Titans head coaching job, and they will, it seems, come to a decision here some point early this week amongst those three men. The Cleveland Browns have requested second interviews with Grant Udinsky, the Jaguars offensive coordinator, who, if he were to get a job, would become the youngest NFL head coach ever hired in history. He just turned 30 recently. They also requested a second interview with Rams passing game coordinator Nate Scheelhaase. And the Pittsburgh Steelers have arranged an interview with Mike McCarthy, the former Pittsburgh Steelers, or former Green Bay Packers and Dallas Cowboys head coach. McCarthy is from Pittsburgh, loves Pittsburgh, and this would not be a typical Pittsburgh hire. But his roots are so strong and his resume so successful that the Steelers are looking at Mike McCarthy as a potential option there in Pittsburgh. We'll see how the interview process unfolds with the Steelers.
Steelers have only had 3 head coaches since the moon landing in 1969. It's not even a joke. On who's going to be hoisting that CFP national championship?
No, I'm going to let it go. I'll wait.
We got some NFL divisional football to get to. Randy Scott, Gary Scott, stay hanging out with Coach all morning.
What do they do?
Throwing up the U.
I'm just saying that's what they do. I don't know who's doing that. I got a pro football to worry about. Here we go.
No quarterback needs on these two teams, Coach. You got the Bears, you got the Rams, Matthew Stafford and Caleb Williams. Pick things up fourth quarter. Stafford over the middle. Hey, simultaneous possession. They gave this to Davante Adams, Coach, despite the fact the Bears ended up with a football.
The offense always wins, right?
Not
for some reason. The offensive game.
Buffalo has some questions. There's some folks in Western New York who might have recent reason to argue that. Here, Puka Nacua on fourth down. Hey, they went deep in the playbook.
Yes,
right? Little wide receiver run just to pick up 1 yard, but it worked. And then Kyron Williams and Coach, in the cold weather, snow on the field, the Rams got both of their touchdowns on the ground.
They did. Tackling becomes very difficult in these high positions.
You said that yesterday.
And I thought throwing also was difficult, but these quarterbacks made it look very easy.
Well, that was to Colston Loveland. This one is to the other tight end, Coach. 4th and 4, and Caleb Williams is just drifting back and back and back.
Now, at this point, when you're the corner, you have to push the tight end out of bounds.
So Kobe Durant is number 14.
You've got to push him out of bounds. He was by the sideline before this took place. Just shove him out of bounds. He can't come back in and catch the ball.
Instead,
this is the end of the play, but actually the tight end was right by the sideline, push him out of bounds when the quarterback started running around.
It's Cole Kmet. Cole Kmet coming through with a touchdown. We go to overtime. And listen, Sean McVay does have 3 walk-off playoff wins for the Rams. That's the most in team history. Caleb Williams, I don't know where he was going with it, but it's a 3rd interception of the day.
That one sailed on him a little bit. He wished he could get that one back. Here we go. You give it to Matthew Stafford.
Yeah.
Guess what?
Cam Curl with the pick. Want to make sure he gets his flowers. This grab from Davante Adams is a great ball from Stafford.
How about that?
Who can still spin it, and Davante along the sideline.
Knee in, body in.
And then Puka Nacua had a share of the receiving lead for the Rams. 5 grabs, 56 yards. They have a kicker, Coach, Harrison Mevis. The thicker kicker, they call him.
Oh, yeah.
He's a sturdy bird.
This is probably good because it's kind of wet on the ground. It's icy. It's good to have a good, solid base.
The rookie absolutely drilled it. And for the second time in Matthew Stafford's career, he is going to the NFC title game. And, Coach, it's going to be a rematch. It's going to be another divisional matchup there with Seattle, in Seattle.
Yes. The only coaching point there, I would have kicked it on 3rd down.
So, okay, back to the final drive in overtime.
Yes.
They took 2 deep shots into the end zone, and then on 4th down, you send the kicker out to do it. Why 3rd down?
Well, but just in case, look, bad conditions.
Sure.
What if they fumble the ball?
Yeah, and you recover it.
You're okay.
It just goes down as like a loss of a couple yards or whatever it is. You get another shot at it.
I'm nitpicking right now.
Yeah, I'm over here playing checkers, and then the kids version.
Okay.
You're in Mancala or something. 2 games.
Yeah.
Seahawks-Rams. They were snug in the regular season. What's going to be the deciding factor now in the NFC title game?
Well, I think if you're Seattle, you have to pressure Matthew Stafford, right? Get him off his spot. Hurry him. Now, 2 games they played, they haven't sacked him yet because he's going to throw that guy right there, number 12.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, pressure him. You better find a way to double number 12. Wherever he goes, there's points in this game, you have to double him. This is his outs. This is his guy that he counts on. He's always open, by the way.
Yeah.
It just seems like he's always open. No one ever covers the guy.
Yeah. He gets himself open.
He's always open.
Now, it's the 6th time since division realignment in 2002 that division rivals have met in the conference championship. 3 of those 6 times, it's been in the NFC West. Coach isn't going anywhere, staying close.
Coach, Drake May in his rookie season was 3-14 with the Patriots. This season, 14-3, knocking on the door of an AFC championship game. They just got to get through the best defense maybe in the AFC.
In captivity, really good defense. They can get after the quarterback. Look here.
They didn't get after him right there, 4th and 1. They took a chance.
They took a chance.
And it paid off with DeMario Douglas. Meanwhile, May again up 7-3. And this is what this defense is going to do. The ball hit the carpet 8 times in this game.
This was a hard game to watch if you're an offensive player.
Sure.
A lot of early Christmas gifts. They were just handing it out like candy.
C.J. Stroud was one of those guys. This one, though, he gifted one of his own guys. It was Christian Kirk on the receiving end. Right here, Coach, the Texans take a 10-7 lead, but this is sort of when the wheels started to come off right here. You kind of just throw that up there.
That's a blind throw. You cannot throw that ball like that. Just take the sack.
Marcus Jones returned it 26 yards. It's a pick 6. The Patriots
can't do that.
14-10. First pick 6 in the playoffs for the Pats since 2006. This is Asante Samuel. What a name, huh?
Asante Samuel.
Drake May, look at the catch by Stephon Diggs. All hands right there.
That is nice coverage. Wonderful throw and an outstanding catch.
Put it literally the only place Stephon Diggs could catch it between 2 defenders.
Look at him. You're looking at his hands.
Even Diggs was like, all right, yeah, no,
is it the gloves or is it the hands?
Yeah, probably a mixture of both. It was a mixture of rain, sleet, snow, which
led
to that.
A lot of late throws and behind the receiver, generally that is, you grab your head and go, I didn't. Yes, you did.
You know, the crew questioned if DeMeco Ryans was going to make a quarterback switch at halftime, maybe get Davis Mills in there.
Because their defense keeps them in the game. They're still in this game.
Treacherous defense. Will Anderson Jr. is an absolute
dog. And now we want to run the ball, take some pressure off the quarterback, and guess what? Hey, now we fumble the ball. It's one of those games where, look at Coach.
5 total takeaways this Patriots team forced on the Texans. 4 interceptions. That one fumble lost. It's still 21-16.
They're still in the game. Their defense is keeping them in the game. And what about this catch and throw? Look, I don't know what to tell you. That's just a great catch.
It's not your beauty, it's your booty. Kayshawn Booty. One-handed grab. Patriots going back to look at Game Day Connor. Going back to the AFC title for the first time since 2018. Coach, they won the Super Bowl that year. They have to take it on the road to the Mile High to take on the Broncos, who, of course, are going to be without Bo Nix, who broke a bone in his ankle in the penultimate play of the game. Broncos, needless to say, are in a very tough spot. How do they pull this off and actually beat the Patriots?
Well, they're going to have to play outstanding defense, which they are capable of doing. You know, they can get after the quarterback at 68 sacks defensively. They don't give up a lot of points. They're playing at home. That's somewhat an advantage. And this is the whole deal. And I think Sean Payton
What is clear is that franchises are treating the selection of their coaches as a true long-term project. Consider the specific case of Baltimore as a primary example, which has adopted an incredibly slow and methodical evaluation process, carefully narrowing down its final selection decision to 3 heavyweight finalists. Meanwhile, Cleveland is placing its strategic bets on the potential of youth and innovation, while Pittsburgh is considering completely breaking away from its long-standing historical traditions by choosing a highly experienced name like Mackenzie McMaster. The league is clearly showing everyone that there is absolutely no room for rushed decisions in this high-stakes environment. Amidst all this, Robert Saleh perfectly symbolizes the current moment in the NFL, a heated, competitive, and strategic market where each interview can determine the future of an organization for many years.